Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a genuinely extraordinary story. Just picture this for a second. Imagine a guy the size of a center, a massive 6'9" giant, moving with the grace of a ballerina, but he's playing point guard. He's got this uncanny, almost supernatural ability to see the entire floor before a play even develops. We're talking no-look, behind-the-back passes, right through a sea of defenders. And the kicker? He does it all while flashing this radiant, completely infectious smile that could light up a whole arena. You see, basketball at its absolute highest level isn't just about stats on a sheet. It's theater. It's art. It's about elevating every single person in the room. Long before he was a global business mogul, Earvin Johnson was a teenage prodigy whose sheer presence transformed basketball into an art form. Okay, let's dive into this. Vision, smile, Showtime. Those three words perfectly capture a legacy that is, honestly, almost impossible to overstate. It's super easy to just glance at a trophy case, count up the championships, and call it a day. But his impact, it goes so profoundly far beyond his 5 NBA rings. What we're unpacking today is how this one individual completely revolutionized the way the game was played and then, amazingly, took that exact same revolutionary vision, applied it to the corporate world, and totally redefined what it means to be a superstar athlete. Part 1. Earning the name Magic. Let's look at where it all started, back when he was just a teenage prodigy in Michigan.
To really understand the Titan he became, we got to look at this early timeline. Earvin Johnson Jr. was just 15 years old, a kid in high school, right? And he drops a massive triple-double in a game. He completely dazzled the local sports writers who were there, so much so that they instantly gave him a nickname that would stick for a lifetime, Magic. That unique flair carried him straight to Michigan State University. But it was in 1979 that college hoops reached a massive turning point. Magic led his Spartans all the way to the NCAA National Championship game against Indiana State and a guy named Larry Bird. That matchup became the most-watched college basketball game in history. By walking away with that NCAA title, Magic set the stage for a legendary pro rivalry and a deep friendship that would single-handedly save the NBA's popularity.
Moving into Part 2, leading the Showtime era. Drafted first overall by the Los Angeles Lakers in 1979, Magic immediately injected Hollywood with this high-octane energy, officially birthing what we now know as the Showtime era.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the vivid contrast it shows. I mean, think about a traditional point guard. They're usually much smaller, strictly focused on passing and just bringing the ball up the court. But Magic Johnson? He was an unprecedented 6'9" at that position. Because of that crazy height, he completely redefined what a point guard could even be. He could post up down low like a center, rip down rebounds like a power forward, but then turn around and pass with the elite precision of a classic guard. There was literally no one else like him.
So, the crucial point is this specific number, 42. Keep this number locked in your head because it represents what is arguably the absolute pinnacle of rookie resilience in NBA history. Set the scene. It's Game 6 of the 1980 NBA Finals. The pressure is off the charts. The Lakers' superstar veteran center Kareem Abdul-Jabbar goes down with an injury. The team desperately needs a miracle.
And man, a miracle is exactly what they got. Stepping up to the plate, this rookie point guard, Magic Johnson, is asked to start at center. Not only does he do that, but he basically plays all 5 positions on the floor throughout the game. He drops an absolutely astonishing 42 points, clinches his first NBA championship, and rightfully claims the Finals MVP award. As a rookie, it is one of the most unbelievable feats in sports history, and it instantly cemented him as the ultimate clutch performer who could quite literally do whatever his team needed to win.
And you know what? That rookie season was just the opening act. Just look at the sheer volume of his accolades throughout the 1980s. Magic orchestrated this unstoppable, breathtaking fast break that literally left the rest of the league in the dust. Along the way, he racked up massive hardware, 5 NBA championships, 3 Finals MVP awards, and 3 regular season MVP awards. He achieved a level of absolute dominance that completely defined an entire decade of basketball.
But now we arrive at Part 3, redefining impact off-court. I want to deliberately slow down our pace for a second here, because while Magic's on-court achievements are obviously legendary, his most grounded, inspirational, and at the time truly shocking chapter was about to begin entirely off the hardwood. In 1991, the world basically came to a standstill. Magic Johnson held a press conference to make an announcement that shook everyone. He was HIV positive. The gravity of this moment, you just can't overstate it. At that time, it was a terrifying diagnosis surrounded by immense stigma and widespread misunderstanding. In an instant, at the absolute height of his fame, he announced his immediate decision to step away from the game of basketball.
Let's move to and see how this builds, because this is where the true measure of the man is revealed. He didn't just retreat into the shadows, no way. Instead, he initiated a genuinely heroic pivot. Step 1, he transformed himself into a pioneering health activist and educator, taking on all that stigma head-on. Step 2, defying literally all odds and medical expectations of that era, he returned to the court to lead the iconic 1992 Olympic Dream Team to a gold medal. And Step 3, he evolved into a powerhouse corporate entrepreneur. He took a moment of profound personal crisis and turned it into a lifelong mission to educate and succeed.
Magic once said, "All kids need is a little help, a little hope, and somebody who believes in them." That quote beautifully anchors his overarching mission. His relentless efforts to shift global perceptions around health, awareness, and medical treatment were driven by that exact sentiment. He wanted to provide hope where there was fear and support where there was isolation. It's incredibly powerful.
Which brings us to Part 4, the everlasting Magic legacy. This is where he proved a legendary athlete could successfully pivot right into the most exclusive corporate boardrooms.
And this brilliantly illustrates how Magic Johnson didn't just survive. He basically wrote the modern blueprint for athletes turned entrepreneurs. He didn't just slap his name on a few products. He brought major franchises into urban communities that corporate America had completely ignored. By opening Magic Johnson theaters and partnering with Starbucks to build coffee shops in underserved neighborhoods, he created thousands of jobs and sparked real urban revitalization across the country. He moved into professional sports ownership, took a seat at the highest tables of the industry, and established a commanding presence in global corporate boardrooms. He took that exact same court vision, seeing the plays before they happen, and applied it to massive business ventures.
From a backyard hoop in Lansing, Michigan, all the way to the most powerful corporate boardrooms on the planet, his journey is an absolute masterclass in resilience, boundless joy, and unmatched vision. It serves as this amazing reminder that true greatness isn't just measured by the numbers you put up on a scoreboard or the shiny hardware in a trophy case. It's ultimately measured by the lives you uplift along the way.
So after examining this unbelievable journey from Showtime to the boardroom, I want to leave you with one final question. Where does Magic rank on your all-time point guard list? Take a second to really think about his unique impact, both inside the arena and out in the wider world. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and remember to keep spreading your own version of magic in whatever you do.